Hey friends, thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to check it out and subscribe for weekly yoga videos. If you're new to this channel, my name is Katie, and today we will be working on getting to our pistol squat, focusing specifically on dorsiflexion in our ankle. So in a pistol squat, you'll see that once we come down into our pistol squat, we have a lot of dorsiflexion here. This is usually what a lot of people have trouble with here. So the first thing we're going to do is CARs for our ankles. CARs meaning controlled articular rotations, which means we're really focusing on the ankle joint, finding our end range of motion and working through it. So to get started, we're going to actually grab our right leg so that our foot's kind of hanging out in front of us. We're going to really focus on keeping everything else in place, but keeping the movement only within the ankle joint here. So sit up tall, grab onto your right thigh, bring our foot into plantar flexion. So imagine that you're actually pushing down on a gas pedal, finding the end range here. Now we're going to bring our foot in so that we're scraping on the left side, reaching our toes up, coming back all the way around, and then back to where we started. So we're doing a big circle as far as you can reach while focusing only on the ankle joint. Maybe noticing if there are any particular sticky points, or maybe that something feels interesting while you're doing these rotations. But keeping the focus on only rotating through the ankle joint here. So you can certainly go as fast or as slow as you would like to. I want you to kind of find a good medium. You're not going so fast that you're kind of waving the foot around, but not so slow that it doesn't really feel like you're moving at a good speed. So wherever you are, let's go ahead and reverse the movement. So when we're going in a counterclockwise rotation, and I generally suggest maybe doing 30 seconds each round. Maybe noticing if you go the different direction, does it feel different? Maybe one way is easier than the other. Go ahead, finish up your last circle, and then we'll just switch your side here. So we're gonna bring the right leg in, just kind of like a kickstand, stability here. I'm gonna interlace our fingers, wrap it around our left thigh, bring our left knee in. Sit up tall. We're gonna go ahead, push the gas pedal down with our left foot. We're gonna bring our toes in, reach them up towards the ceiling, and then circle back down. So again, noticing if there's any particular sticky points. Maybe your ankles will pop. Mine are kind of cracking when I do this. And my left ankle in particular tends to do that. But change up the speed a little bit. See what's going on there. Hanging out here in this direction for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse your course. So now we're going the other way, whichever way you did not go. Maybe a few more pops this direction. Really focus on containing the movement only in that ankle joint. Lubricating it here. Sticking with it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect. So we're gonna come up onto our knees here. We're gonna do kind of like these side lunges, just to kind of work into our dorsiflexion, moving back and forth. So let's start with our right leg. We're gonna bring it out to the side here. Our right knee is pointing towards the top of the mat. Now you can certainly adjust your stance a little bit here. Maybe your foot needs to be a little bit out more, maybe it's a little bit closer, but just kind of find the sweet spot. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bend into this right knee, kind of side lunging here, bringing the knees past our toes, and then bringing it back. I'm gonna side lunge, 2, bring it back, side lunge, 3, bring it back. Now you can certainly go as, maybe you're going deeper than me, maybe you're not going as deep, and I want you to notice your ankle here. See how it feels when maybe you go a little bit deeper, or maybe a little bit more shallow. But I think we are on 8, continuing on, 9, and on 10, we're gonna go to our deepest point here, pushing down into the heel of the foot, holding here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're coming back up. We're gonna bring our right knee to meet our left, and then switching our side. So our left foot's gonna be out to the side here, pointing the knee towards the back of the wall, or back of the mat. And then from here, again, adjust your stance as you need to. Maybe try to keep it relatively the same as the first side. We're gonna start bending in and coming out. Bend in and come out. Keep your core engaged here. Keep yourself upright as best as you can. 4. And as you push back, push into the heel of the left foot. Maybe try to find a little bit more depth with each lunge. We're moving on to 8 here. 9. And then on to our last one, holding it at our deepest depth as we can. Find a little bit more bend in that left knee. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly come back up. We're gonna bring our left knee down to meet our right. So we'll do it one more time here, just to notice and see if there's maybe a little bit of difference in our second set. So right foot's out towards the right side, right knee towards the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale here, and then as you exhale, we're gonna bend in and out, in and out. Now this is our second side, so maybe we try to find a little bit more depth here if we can. And certainly maybe try a different stance. Maybe you bring your foot a little bit more out. I think I lost count here. I think we're on 8, 9, and then 10. We're gonna find our deepest depth here. Push the knee out, holding it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Push through the heel to push yourself back up. Switching our side. So this time our left knee is gonna come out. Maybe adjusting your stance a little bit here. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna bend into that left knee, challenging our dorsiflexion in that left ankle, and come back up, down, up, down, up. Now hands can be at heart center. I like to put mine on my belly, or you can certainly put your hand on your knee as well, on your thigh. But try to avoid, if your hand is on your thigh, from pushing down on it. Or just rest it on there so that you have some place to put your hand. So here, challenging ourselves. We're on 8, 9, and last one here, we'll find our deepest depth, challenging that ankle. Maybe bring your toes into the equation here, really drive them down, drive your heel down, hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and change. All right, we're gonna bring our left knee to meet our right, and now we're gonna come to standing here. So working on the strength of our dorsiflexion here. We're gonna do kind of like these staggered lunge squats. I would say. So we're gonna bring our feet about hips width distance. And we're gonna step our left foot back, maybe about a foot here. So we're in the staggered position here. We're gonna start bending into both of our knees, but I really want you to focus on that back foot. So the back heel is down, and you should start to feel the dorsiflexion in your back left foot. So kind of your shin firing up here. And as you exhale, we're gonna come back up. We'll do 10 of those. So 9 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold our deepest depth here. Keep your chest upright, engage the core. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly get back up, bring your left foot to meet your right, and we're gonna switch your side. So this time we're gonna bring our right foot about a foot behind us here. Toes are pointing forward. First one here, we go ahead, bend into both of our knees. But again, focus on that back foot. That back heel should be grounded. Now, if you only go down a little bit, totally fine. Over time, I promise, you'll find a little bit more depth. On your next exhale, we're gonna rise on up. And 9 more to go. 9, up, squat down, up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna find our deepest depth here. Can you drive into that right back heel a little bit more? Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Ooh. You also kind of feel that in your quads too. So feel free to shake out your legs a little bit. And then we're gonna move into the second set. So go ahead, take a step with your left foot about a foot back here. And feel free to play with the stance a little bit here. But I do find personally a little bit of a shorter stance really gets into my ankles here. So stand up tall. Go ahead, bend into your knees, focusing the weight into the back left leg. Rise on up. Down. Up. Maybe noticing as well if this feels different from your other side. So me personally, my left dorsiflexion is not as great as my right. And you know, that's fine, that's normal. Maybe it just needs a little bit more work. Another 3, 2, and 1. Hold your lowest depth here. Maybe sit another inch lower. Trust yourself. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and rise on up. Bring your left foot to meet the right. And then we're going to step the right foot back. Finding a similar stance here. Take a deep inhale and bend into your knees. Focus on that back right leg. Exhale, rise on up. Bend down. Up. I think we're on 6. I lose count. 5, 4, maybe a little bit deeper of a squat. 3, 2, and 1. Find our deepest depth here. Sit a little bit lower if you can. Again, think about lifting up your chest here, upright. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Ooh, okay, right foot to meet left. Shake out your legs if you need to. Those are fire on my quads. Then we got one last drill here to work on our dorsiflexion. So we're gonna find ourselves into a wide-legged stance. We're gonna be doing Skandasana or a Cossack Squat. So essentially what we'll be doing, toes can be point about 45 degrees out here. So we're gonna start on our right side. We're gonna bend into our right knee. Again, knee is tracking over your toes here. And your depth can be up here. You can go down low. Maybe you go all the way down as well. But what I want you to notice is, where do you have control and strength to pull yourself back up? I want you to think about working within your range of motion, because if you go so far and then you're stuck here, you can't get yourself up, then what's the point? You want to be able to work within your strength, your range of motion, so that you can build strength and eventually find more range of motion. So enough babbling here, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll be doing one side at a time. So starting with our right leg, we're gonna bend in and rise up. So these lateral lunges here, down, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. No holds here. We're going to go move straight onto the second side. Left leg, bend and straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Beautiful work. Of course, we've done 2 sets for pretty much everything, so we'll do another set here. So maybe you find a little bit more depth in this second set. Wherever you are, prepare yourself. Take a deep inhale. We're going to do the right side first. And as you exhale, we're going to squat down, rise up. Squat down, rise up. Squat down, rise up. That's 3, 4, 5. Drive into that right heel to push you up. 6, 7. Notice where your knee is going. Is it over the toes? 8. Hands gonna be at heart center. You can reach out in front of you for a little counterbalance. 9. And last one here, 10. All right, straight to the second side. Left knee, up, down, up, down. And maybe challenge different depths. So if you go really low, maybe try a little bit of a shorter depth and see if that feels a little bit different. Maybe there's a range that you might have not noticed before to find strength. We got 9, last one here, 10. Whew. Wonderful work. All right, feel free to shake out your legs a little bit here. Definitely come back to this maybe once or twice a week, especially if you have a challenge with your dorsiflexion. And notice if that helps with improving your range of motion here. And especially for pistol squats, since you really need that dorsiflexion, might help you get to that position. So hopefully you love this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you took this class, how it worked for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.